All right, remember, guys, you got 5 minutes to put down the best lap you can here tonight. Everybody's going to make the feature. I think we got 20 guys in here. Should be a fun one here tonight in Michigan with extra horsepower and the lighter cars. We'll see how it goes here tonight. You guys all know the rules. Make sure you guys start on green. Restarts will be on leader. It is a 25-minute race, or it's a 30-minute race, or 25 laps, whichever comes first. Remember, let's keep the chat as nice as possible. I don't care if you have a problem with someone and you want to mic up and tell them they're a freaking moron, fucking moron, whatever it is, but leave it at one and done. If you do keep it going, that is the easiest way to get removed from here. Obviously, let's keep it above the white line, except on the front straightaway. You can go down on the apron. Do not jump on a line on starts and restarts until after the start-finish line. And other than that, guys, let's have some fun. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We are here. Well, I'm listening to these guys in the chat. We're going to go ahead and get ready for tonight's race. It is Legacy, Michigan to start the night. Right now it is Ethan George at the top of the boards here in qualifying as we get ready to go into tonight's first feature of the night. After this, it will be COTs at we'll have COTs at Talladega. Should be a fun one. We will be going with the extra power there. It does look like Riley Green and Ian Martin have not gotten out on the track to put a lap down. They may start from the back of the pack here tonight. Ethan George going to lead the way so far with qualifying, but we got a few guys that have not hit that start-finish line as Ethan George with a 48.261 at the top of the boards. Saw Ethan Bill. He was quick in practice. Can he come back here in qualifying and get a quick time? Did not have a lot of luck last week. He's going to try to do it here tonight at Michigan, see if he can have a little bit better time. Looks like we got Woody out here too. Cohen Woodward. And the number 22 is out there on the track. I'm not sure if that's what car he is driving here tonight, but there's 22 on the thing. Number 3 tonight. Where is E-Bill? E-Bill in the number 14 white machine. E-Bill a regular on Monday nights for the Big Block Modifieds. Looks like these guys are going to get hooked up. They have picked up the number 20 machine. That is Morgan. Been a while since we've seen Morgan in the number 20 machine. He's out there getting ready to put some laps in as Kenny Storkson up to the number 3 spot. Cole McMillan in second as these guys continue to put some laps down. Zach Lovelace out there on the track, sitting there, hanging out. Ethan Bill goes quick time with a 48.029. Ethan Bill to the top of the boards in the number 14. Watch the 20 of Morgan. He is definitely playing a little bit of strategy here. Fell behind this pack, trying to get the run and the pull on the back of these guys as they come down the back straightaway. Does look like the 3 of Woody going to stay out on the track. If they touch it, will take his lap away. Woody's going to get sideways. That's going to cost them both time out of turn number 4. I do not think Morgan's going to get the lap he thinks he's going to. Ashton Thomas and Dakota Mahoney to the top of the boards. Second and third. Ethan Bill going to stay at the top of the charts right now as he has dropped back in line, trying to get some momentum and better his first lap. Playing a little bit of defense here for his qualifying time. Zach Lovelace obviously just out there having a little bit of fun. Keith Backus has made his way back in the number 24 machine. He was good last week in some WOoT action. Got a little bit of net code. Killed him over there. I think it was in the Indy cars. I just realized I can't see the chat. If you guys are out there, let me go ahead and get that situated. Knew I was forgetting to do something. Oh, where is it at? There it is. I hear some sliding. These guys sliding around trying to hold on to those cars. Keith Backus now up to the number 10 spot. Ethan Bill staying at the top of the boards. Ethan George going to jump back up to the number 3 spot. He's got Cody Rogers behind him in 4th, as that is going to be the end of qualifying here tonight. Few guys putting down those last-minute laps. We'll see where they end up here tonight. See if anybody's able to take a last-minute top spot here. And it does not look like they're going to be able to. Ethan Bill going to start on the pole here tonight in race number 1. All right, getting ready for tonight's starting lineup here for race number 1. 25 laps, 30 minutes, whichever comes first here tonight. It is admin control cautions. So we are going to try... Oh, freaking Scott Holmes is right. All right, it is going to be Ethan Bill starting on the pole here tonight. Dakota Mahoney starts in 2nd. Going to be Ethan George in that number 3 spot. Cody Rogers in 4th. Ashton Thomas in that number 5 spot. Braden Ware's in 6th. Cole McMillan in 7th. Going to be Mark Rogers in the number 8 spot. Kenny Storkson in 9th. Yo, I see you, Kenny. Keith Backus in that number 10 spot. Going to be Scott Holmes starting back in the number 11 spot. Bill Sleep in 12th. With Cohen Woodward in 13th. Going to be Frank Monack in the number 14 spot. David Mayo 15th. Morgan Gamboa. I do that to him every time, Morgan. Why do you let me do that? Gamboa in that number 16 spot. Going to be Shane Haas in the number 17 spot. Welcome back, Shane. Zach Lovelace 18th. Ian Martin 19th. And Riley Green in that number 20 spot. We're going to wait for these two to grid up. Those are the only two we're waiting on. Are they still even in the server? Yeah, everybody's in here. They just got to grid up. They got about 32 seconds left to do so. They get one fast repair here tonight. As we get ready to roll off the starting grid. Boo, Kenny. What's up, Scott's in the chat? Remember, guys, you get one fast repair here tonight. All right, we're going to roll off the starting grid. Looks like Riley Green did not grid up. Ian Martin is out on the track. As these guys are going to get situated, waiting for that pace car to pull off. As Ethan Bill is trying to identify as the pace car. All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2, looking for the green flag this time by. Just a reminder, the start will be on green. Not Riley Green. He's starting from the pits. All right, we got him 2 by 2 into turn number 1 and 2. We're going to stack them up looking for the green flag this time by. Should be a wild one here tonight. Who's ready for some draft racing here tonight at Michigan in the street stock? Should be wild here tonight. Let me know out in the chat if you're out there watching as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Should be a wild one here tonight. All right, we are going to watch them stack up 2 by 2. Slowly but surely down into turn number 3. E-Bill trying to survive here tonight. He has definitely had some hard knocks here in WOOT, trying to get things figured out. It seems like it's like that for everybody when they first come to WOOT for the first few times. Just nothing but bad luck, except the dirt guys tend to do good. Unfortunately, Ethan Bill has had a string of bad luck in WOOT, so hopefully he can get it together here tonight, as we need to get this thing tightened up as they come out of turn number 4. Tighten up. Yeah, tighten up that top side, guys. Out of turn number 4, looking for that restart zone. Green flag is out. Good start by the inside. Looks like the 15 of Dakota Mahoney might have been a little bit asleep at the wheel as they head for turn number 3 and 4. We got 3 wide already as they head into turn number 1. 3 wide as we got one up on that top side. That is going to be the 183, I believe, of Mark Rogers. He's looking to make it 4 wide if Dakota continue. Oh, we were wrecking down the back straightaway. We big wreck. Down the back straightaway already. Caution flag is out. I don't know why we're trying to do 4 wide already, but that's what we're doing. We're going to back it up just a... Oh, you got a little bit of contact from Braden, and Dakota was going the wrong way. All right, so Dakota having issues already. All right, so first caution flag here tonight on lap number 1. Not really sure what we had going on there, as E-Bill going to lead the way. Ethan George in second, Ashton Thomas in third. A lot of fast repairs getting used up here early on. That might have hurt Riley. I don't know if that's going to put him a lap down. We'll have to see if it fixes itself. It does. All right, so Riley Green. Yeah, I don't know. He said something about the screen going. I mean, it was kind of a weird spot to pull up to. Either way, Ethan Bill leading the way here tonight as we work the first caution flag. Scott Helms down on pit road. Definitely a few guys down on pit road. Ian Martin. Oh, did Helms have a meatball or something? He does get his fast repair there. Oh, he had to take the toe. Oof. As we are going to get them stacked up 2x2 this time by, we're going to go back green flag racing. All right, guys, this start will be on Ethan Bill anytime after the pace car pulls off. If you do need more than one lap back, you're going to have to ask me for waves. But if you need one lap back, you can just go ahead and take your wave. We're going green this time, guys. I think so. I mean, I'm not willing. If anybody's willing to try it again and get DQ'd, then, you know. It doesn't even let me un-DQ you if I'm correct. All right, so Braden Ware is going to get one of his laps back right here. As they head into turn number... Oh, Morgan should have taken his lap. Scott's going to need some waves on the next one. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, looking for that green flag. Out of turn number 4. Pace car is in. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as we head down the front straightaway. A few guys making some ground up through the field. Ethan Bill gonna lead the way. I thought it was gonna be Ethan George, but it's Ethan Bill. Ashton Thomas trying to slide into that number 2 spot, pushing Ethan George back into the number 3 spot. He's gonna go back to 4th as here comes Cody Rogers. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Right now, Morgan and Scott Helms, they're gonna be looking to just keep it clean and catch that next caution flag. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, it's going to be Ashton Thomas to the point in that number 33. Oh, he's down on the apron. Contact is 11 of Rogers up the track. They're going to be 2-3 wide out of turn number 4 wide down the front straightaway. Ashton Thomas is going to be left way up on the top side all by himself as they come down the front straightaway. Looking for turn number 1 and 2. He got down on that apron. Oh, my God. I don't know what just happened there. All right, we're going to try to see what happened here. Oh, Cohen was trying to block and came back down, and wow. Cohen tried to put the block on him again, and that second block definitely cost him. Yeah, let me, I'm going to give you a waiver. I'll give you 2 waiver rounds right here so you can get them both back if you want them. What's up, Luke? What's up, buddy? Yeah, make room for those lap cars coming on the high side. What's up, Porter? Morgan getting back on the lead lap here. It should just tell you to go around again, Scott. I gave you both of them. All right, so working caution flag number 2. Oh, I know. It's so bad. The big blocks, we do the broadcast on Mondays for the big blocks. Next up, we got COT at Talladega. It's what we do every Thursday. Yeah, I pay by the year. Yeah, the COT is always good. Yeah, you saw that freaking spam bot. All right, we got him coming out of turn number 4. Should be that one to go this time by Shane Haas. Is done already. Oof. Oh, he dropped. That is unfortunate. Frickin' Shane makes it back and then packet drops. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, I got that crazy ass internet too. All right, so we are looking into turn I thought it was funny to post it. Is this good enough to run iRacing? That's unfortunate. All right. That sucks, Shane. All right, out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, looking for the green flag this time by Ethan Bill, gonna lead the way. Ethan Bill, this starts on you again anytime after the pace car pulls off. Remember, guys, we are limited on time here. We got to get some green flag laps in. All right, out of turn number 4, Ethan Bill, Ethan George, and all Ethan front row. One with an E and one with an A. I wonder which way is the correct way to spell Ethan. With an A-N or E-N? Watching. And Frank's back in 11th. All right, out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, looking for that green flag. Once again, green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1 and 2. Ethan Bill and Ethan George get it single file. I don't know what the fuck we got going on back there. We're like out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. It is going to be Ethan Bill leading the way. Ethan George in second. Cole McMillan in third. Cody Rogers in that number 3 spot, or 4 spot. Riley Green, Ian Martin, your top 6. We're going to leave it green for a little bit as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Single file for the front of the pack. It is side by side further back as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, they're going to snake their way towards turn number 1 and 2. Right now it is single file. They got to get really organized. This extra power definitely puts them in a different spot as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn at number 1 and 2. Oh, Martin's going to shift way out the track. Up the track. Tries to get to the top side of green. Can't get there. Thomas to the bottom. Thomas going to roll the bottom down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Definitely an interesting battle right here, right around that number 5 spot as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Good run for Ian Martin. Thomas not able to take advantage as they're going to get back single files ahead for turn number 3. So Martin was really trying to push the back of that number 17, trying to get these guys up to the front pack. And you've seen them. They got a little loose there, shooting Martin way up the track. Somehow they recover as here comes Ian Martin to the outside of Riley Green. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Martin going to try to make it quick work of this on the outside. He does. Gets down in front of Riley Green. Riley Green, I think, is pretty good with that as they head through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Does look like Morgan made it back out on the track. Going to be single file up towards the front. A little bit racier back here in this further pack as we got contact into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, in the wall is going to be David Mayo. We're going to keep it green right now. Just one car as they come across the line. Going to be E. Bill leading the way. We get another one of those, I will throw that caution flag, but we got to get some green flag laps in. As they head into turn number 1 and 2, E-Bill going to continue to lead the way. Cole McMillan in second. Ethan George in third as they come out of turn number 2. Cole McMillan going to work the top side. He's got Cody Rogers behind him as they drag race down the back straightaway. Ian Martin to the bottom. Martin trying to make his way forward as it looks like Rogers going to move down to the bottom in front of Martin. Here comes Cole McMillan looking for the lead into turn number 3. McMillan going to take the lead as they head through turn number 3 and 4. E-Bill going to get shuffled back to third. He might go farther as Martin's going to go to the bottom out of turn number 4. 3 wide for second. 3 wide for second as they come down the front straightaway. Looking for turn number 1 and 2. Right now, McMillan trying to block the lanes Is he going to be able to? He's going to shuffle his way back down to the bottom as the 11 of Rogers and Ian Martin going to door through turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Ashton gets Martin loose out of turn 2. He's going to try to Bubba Wallace it down into turn number 3 and 4, up underneath Martin. Oh, as Bill's going to try to gain ground. He's going to have Ethan George all over the back of him. Will the Ethans stick together here to get around McMillan? They do out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, drag race to the line. Who's going to have it at the line this time by? It's going to be E. Bill at the line. 14 laps complete. 9 laps to go as E-Bill rolls the top side through turn number 1 and 2. We got 2 packs now. These guys racing hard up in this front pack as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Will we get another caution before the end of this one? Looks like these guys are going to try to organize themselves just a little bit as we move back up to the front. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be 3 wide. As Martin, though, is going to look up underneath Riley Green once again. Big block. Oh, we got one around. Let's go ahead and throw that caution. We've had enough spins and cautions. We'll go ahead and throw the caution here. Caution flag is out. Oh, Ashton gets the apron a little bit. At the same time, Cole was coming down. Cole goes around. Caution flag out here once again as we are... Oh, sorry. Now we are 10 laps away. I had my math wrong earlier. My bad. All right, so Braden Ware is going to come down on pit road, get some damage repaired. We had a lot going on in that little stint of green. Morgan, if you haven't taken a lap yet, right? All right, I'm just making sure you didn't have more than one. All right, so Morgan going to come around and get one of his laps back right here. As we got cars visiting pit road, it is going to be a nice little shootout here. E-Bill back to the point. It's going to be Ethan and Ethan again back up at the front of the boards. Definitely some wild racing up at the front. You don't need another one. It's showing you on the lead lap. All right. So E-Bill leading the way here tonight. He's led a good part of this one, but definitely a challenge there in that last little stint. Is he going to wait to go, or will he go a little bit early here? If he could be in Discord with somebody, that could be a huge advantage. If him and Ethan George maybe could work together. Get together nose to tail with this extra horsepower. It is definitely a little bit different strategy than we see with the normal horsepower package. As they are going to get the one to go at the line this time by. Looking like it is going to be a 7-lap shootout here tonight. 7 laps. Can we go green the rest of the way? Let me know out in the chat, guys. What do you guys think? You think we can go green the rest of the way? All right, this one looking like it's going to be a tough one up at the front. What a run by Riley Green. He did start on the pit road, avoided that first big one by doing that. Got himself about mid-pack. He's been racy up here. Him and Ian been doing a lot of racing up towards the front. They had to catch the front pack. They actually lost that front pack and had to work together. Those two making their way up into the front pack here. Should be interesting to see how this one ends. We all know both the Rogers are fast. Lovelace is fast. Lovelace is back up into the top 10. Keith Backus in the top 10. How about that? As they head into turn number 3 and 4, looking for the green flag this time by. Who's it going to be? COT's coming up next at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That session will be going up here in about 2 minutes. So you guys can get registered for that. We do have 45 cars available, spots available for that one. I don't know, but popcorn for sure. All right, pace car is in. Green flag is out. Ashton almost made a big mistake there. As they head for turn number 1 and 2, it's going to be Ethan Bill leading the way, and they are side by side behind them. All right, back up to the front. It is going to be E-Bill leading the way as they are 2 and 3 wide. 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Back there at the front of the pack. Oh, looks like Lovelace is going to live to race another lap as he moves back in line. Does not take it 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. The Ethan's out front leading the way, nose to tail. It is chaos back here in the pack as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be Ethan Bill leading the way. Ethan George in second. Ian Martin in third. Now single file for Ian Martin. Ashton Thomas side by side with Rogers. Rogers going to dig up underneath as they come out of... Cody Rogers going to dig up underneath as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. It is chaos back there in the back of the pack as they come across the line. It is going to be 5 more laps to go. Martin going to look to the outside of Ethan George. He's got Ashton Thomas behind him. Ashton moves back to the bottom. Ethan Bill slides up top. We're going to have the Ian side by side out of turn number 2. Rip. Out of turn number 2, big run for Ethan Bill on the outside. He's got Ian Martin all over the back of him as they look for turn number 3 and 4. That's a pretty smart move, though. Oh, he's going to move down Ian Martin to the top side as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Martin going to jump to the outside of E-Bill as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side out of turn 2 down the front straightaway. Oh, Bill tries to slide up. It's not there. Here comes Ethan George to the bottom. They're 3 wide. Coming to line. Give it to Martin this time by. Martin's got some help as Cody Rogers is going to push him to the turn number 1 and 2. Then jumps down to the bottom. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be side by side. Into turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Thomas looks to the outside, bangs the wall as they come out of turn number 2. What a race up at the front as they come down the back straightaway. It's going to be Ian Martin leading the way. This front pack has been awesome all day long. Here comes Ethan George up underneath the 11 of Cody Rogers. That's going to shuffle him back. He's sandwiched by some Ethans as they come out of turn number 4. Oh, Ashton into Ian Martin as they come to the line. 3 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Ian Martin leads the way on the top side. He gets a push from Lovelace as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Lovelace going to push him well out in front of the pack as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Get him single file. Thomas with a big push from Bill out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. These guys are going to look to suck in on the back bumper of that number 5 as they look for turn number 3 and 4. Thomas going to take that momentum. He's just going to shove it into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side. Ashton Thomas down low. Hits the apron. Now slides up into Lovelace. He's done that a few times here tonight. Definitely flirting too much with that apron. It's cost him a bit as they come to the line. It is going to be Ian Martin at the line with 2 laps to go. Ashton going to fall back a little bit here. He's going to lose some of that momentum as they look for turn number 1 and 2. Ian Martin continues to lead the way. Running close on time now as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Patience is key. Top 4 going to stay nose to tail. That might be the move as they come down the back straightaway. Looks like Ashton going to get in line with Ethan George. Could those guys come with a run? No, he doesn't. He's going to stay down low. That could be a mistake for those guys as they head into turn number 3 and 4. White flag is in the air. One lap to go. 1 lap to go as they come across the line. Ian Martin leads the way. Lovelace in second. E-Bill looks to the top side. Now to the bottom side. Up underneath Lovelace out of turn number 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. It is going to be Martin leading the way. Does anybody have anything for him? I think you want to be on that top lane. Where will Lovelace bring it? He's got nowhere to go as they head into turn number 3. Down into turn number 3. Ian Martin going to lead the way. Lovelace on the back bumper. He needs some help. Here comes Cody Rogers in the number 11. Lovelace going to get up underneath Martin. They're side by side out of turn number 4. Here comes Lovelace. It's a drag race to the line. Ian Martin. They're going to touch. Coming to the line. Martin wins it by about a half a nose. Lovelace, Cody Rogers, Ashton Thomas, Ethan Bill, Ethan George, Riley Green. Oh, they're wrecking. Mark Rogers, Frank Monack, and Bill Sleep, your top 10. Wow. All right. So, interesting finish here tonight. All right. Look. I don't know what happened here. All right, so interesting one there. Ian Martin taking the win here tonight. Let's go through those results. It is going to be Ian Martin with the win. Zach Lovelace second. Cody Rogers in third. Ashton Thomas in that number 4 spot. Ethan Bill in 5th. Going to be Ethan George in the number 6 spot. Riley Green in 7th. Mark Rogers in 8th. Frank Monack in the number 9 spot. Bill Sleep in 10th. Backus 11th. Storkson 12th. David Mayo in 13th. Going to be McMillan in the number 14 spot. Gamboa in 15th. Wares 16th. Mahoney 17th. Scott Helms 18th. Shane Haas and Cody Woodworth, or Cohen Woodworth, rounding out the field. Let's go ahead and bring in those top 3 here tonight and get ready to jump over into the other server. All right. Let's see if Cody jumps in here, but definitely interesting race tonight. Definitely started off a way that I don't think any of us liked. The first 2 quick cautions there. Lovelace, yeah, somehow survived. Good run there at the end. Just didn't have any help behind you to help push you to the lead coming to the checkered.
Yeah, I mean, that was about the best run I could get by myself. Not really mad about it. That was one of those situations where it seemed like everybody else was just... It was one of those nights, I'll say that. And so, when I got up front, I was just like, I'm just going to hook up with the guy who I know is fast and try and get it to the end. And I mean, it worked out pretty decent for me. I'll take it.
Yeah, definitely. You and Ian working pretty well there at the end there, getting out front, getting the 2 of you together. Got a little 4-car breakaway at one point there, coming down to like 2 to go. You had to feel pretty good about being able to have a clean race coming to the checkered there.
Yeah, of course, with those guys that were still up front and how small of a group it was, yeah. I didn't think anything really was going to happen unless somebody just, stepped on it. But of course, just it was good, clean to the end. Just didn't quite have the run I wanted there, but pretty damn good otherwise.
For sure. Well, great run here tonight. Want to give a shout out to friends, family, and sponsors.
Of course, I gotta thank you for putting on the show. Everybody for coming out and racing. Shout out to Cohen for being so complimentary of my driving earlier when he caused a wreck. Gotta give a shout out to my podium finishers and Ian for the good win. And of course, huge shout out to John's mom.
Always got to shout out to John's mom. Ian Martin, patience was definitely key here tonight. Got out front, got a little bit of help. You and Riley working together a little bit. Looked like you got him loose there early in the race, pushing him, trying to catch that front pack.
Yeah, I don't know who I ran into. The car was driving so much different than it normally does tonight. I don't know if it was because of the power increase, the weight reduction, or if it was just because the drafting is different on the street stocks now. But the side draft and things of that nature are completely different than what they used to be. And so tonight was a completely different discipline of racing than, 6 years ago when we first started doing this thing. Um, it made it very interesting. That's why you saw me hugging the wall down the backstretch, because if you gave up the top, you were done. You couldn't pass on the bottom unless you hit the guy. And so I was just holding the wall, hoping Zach wouldn't, you know, run through me to get to the top. And Zach's always run me clean. I've always ran him clean. So I knew he was if he was going to try anything, it would probably be a dive to the bottom like what he did. And so when he dove to the bottom, I tried to let him get out far enough to where I could come down and side draft him coming back to the line, and it seemed to work. Little too close for comfort, but it still worked out.
That being said, you had to wonder. You saw Cody Rogers there. Had to be the wild card coming to line. I mean, he had pushed you a little bit, but you knew he was wanting to make a move. Did you have to worry about whether he was going to stay loyal or jump to the outside like he did? I mean, probably helped you just as much as it would have if he had pushed you by jumping to the outside there. But were you worried at all that he might jump down and go with Lovelace?
Honestly, no. I was just trying to run my own race and hold the top line as much as I could, whether
Are
it was
you in
3
here
cars on the
yet,
bottom and
James?
me on the top by myself. I like
No.
no joke. The side draft was so powerful that I felt like even if the whole field lined up on the bottom, if I was able to hold them tight down the straightaways, the whole field couldn't have gotten around on the bottom. The side draft's just insane.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't really worried about who was working with who, as long as I wasn't getting, wrecked. I was just worried about holding the top.
Well, fantastic run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Well, I got to shout out the beautiful wife who sat behind me the entire time watching the race. So she's my biggest fan, that's for sure. I'll shout out Christian iRacers like I did last week. If anybody out there is of like faith Christian and wants to run our logo, it's completely free to use to share your faith while you're racing. Just as another small way we can get the name of Christ out there. And I think I'm going to give a special shout out to a driver who finished P18. Seems to be my biggest fan here lately. I don't know, they're in close contention with my wife. And so big shout out to car number 41 back there, always cheering me on.
Good run here tonight, and I'm sure I'm not going to see you over here in the COT, but I'll probably see you next week in the street stock.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
All right, buddy. Good win.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. All right, good run for everybody here tonight. Well, I mean, almost everybody, as these guys are running the COT extra horsepower. We're going to go ahead and throw this on. These guys were trying to talk to me a minute ago. All right, Ethan George, I heard you, but I was doing an interview. What's up? Ethan, shoot. What am I? Oh, it might be per car. Gosh, darn it.
You're not coming over stream.
Yep, I know. I gotta fix this real quick. Hold on. I gotta set up my audio. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, what was that, Ethan? I caught you, but I was doing an interview.
Is this 110 horsepower?
It's 110% horsepower, yes. And I am seeing some insane speeds. 245, 247, 244.
I thought so, because I was going 200 in third gear.
Yeah, you know, Kenny Storkson says 322, so he must have crashed.
That Landon Moody fucking tire softener goat piss or whatever.
Get a black flag clear, please.
Nope. I got to set up my stuff here in a second. Hold on. All right, we got to go ahead and set up our clears.
Black clear.
Apparently, people don't fucking listen, Kenny.
These things are usually tight. I'm not used to them being squirrely.
All right, so let's go ahead and text chat. That's what we need.
I'm confused. What, James?
I can't clear anything.
The COTs are usually tight at super speedways. It's very, very squirrely right now.
I forgot.
FYI, if you're too close to someone's bumper with 110 power, you'll spin them out.
All right. All right, we should be good now.
Only on entry of 4 or 3 or in the tribal.
Thomas Smalling out there. Good to see him. It'll be interesting to see how these work. This is going to be pretty wild. This one scared me a little bit with the extra horsepower. I'm not going to lie. Riley Green was at the top of the charts for a minute. 249 miles per hour for top speed for Smalling. We're going to go ahead and throw that top speed up there just so you guys can see this. $250. All right, I see it's starting to flirt with the 250s now with top speed. All right, we're going to go ahead and go on with crashes. These crashes are pretty well. Oh my God. These crashes are going to be absolutely insane here tonight. I don't think anybody's walking away with a... Uh-oh. Oh, we're going to qualifying. All right. I didn't realize we were at that point. All right, guys. It is going to be 3 laps here. 3 laps for qualifying. Top 5 transfer in on time. Everybody else to an LCQ. I don't know if we got more than 26 cars in here. I think we do. That being said, we will get 2 heat races. Top 8 from each heat race. And then 1 Conti, top 5 coming out of the Conti. Total of 26 cars going into tonight's feature. All initial starts will be on green. Restarts will be on leader. The only time you got to worry about restarts is if you're in the feature because there are no cautions in the heats or the Contis. So it's a 5-lap and a 6-lap race. Let's remember, guys, let's keep the chat positive. But I get it. You guys will get mad sometimes. I don't mind if you get mad at somebody and you want to tell them they're a fucking moron once, but leave it at 1 and done. If you do keep it going, you will get removed from this race. The other thing is, on restarts, do not jump out of line, and starts. Let me specify. Do not jump out of line until after the start-finish line. If you guys want to go 3-4 wide after the start-finish line, I could care less, but there's nothing dumber than wrecking before you get to the start-finish line to take the green. So please do not jump out of line until after the start-finish line. If I do see you sitting back to jump out of line on the restarts and you do jump out of line, I will just remove you from the server. I just had to do that in the last one. They actually Kyle Busch the field. They just tapped the momentum and kept going around the outside. Stay above the double yellow lines here tonight, guys. Stay above the double yellow lines. and have some fun. If I forgot anything, somebody let me know. Also, if you're not already, we will be live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at MDiTV now. Make sure you guys give the channel a like, a share, and a follow. And we're definitely over 26 cars here tonight. All right, so these guys out on the track currently. Thomas Smalling at the top of the boards with a 41.584, as we are going to see who can get the best time here tonight in qualifying. Oh, a little blow over there for Riley Green. Mark Rogers going to jump second. Ashton Thomas up to second here tonight. Smalling out on the track. Cole McMillan to the top of the boards with a 41.564. Look at that top speed of 246 miles per hour. Going to be interesting to see if these guys can hold on to these cars here tonight. Remember, there are no cautions in the heats or the consies, and it is admin control cautions in the feature. Let's see if anybody else is able to take the top of the boards right now. Safe cars as it stands. If qualifying were to end right now, it's going to be McMillan, Smalling, Mahoney, Thomas, and Rogers. James Stats to the top of the boards with a 41.511, putting him in the safe zone as of right now. Oh, I see Warp Lotus has joined us here tonight. Definitely some more people starting to jump into the session. On board with Thomas Smalling. Ethan Bill jumps up to the number 4 spot. Let's see if Smalling's going to come across the line. Did it 2X him? It didn't. He's going to be third quick right now. Definitely not in the safe zone. There is a lot of cars left here to qualify here tonight. Let's see, who else do we got out on the track here tonight? Mayo's out there. Kenny Storkson's out there. Zach Lovelace. Nice. That's cool that it let you get in there. Remember, we're at 110% horsepower tonight. These things are rocket ships. Right now, Mahoney on the bubble. Lovelace out on the track. Watch for him to possibly take that quick time. Tires could be a major factor here tonight, too. We're going to find out. I will be interested to see if tire wear becomes an issue here tonight. Asher Hansen coming out on the track. Another one you might have to watch out for, as it looks like Daniel Dixon going to jump up to the number 4 spot, knocking out Mahoney. E-Bill now on the bubble. Oh, E-Bill is not in a good spot right here. He's got some good qualifiers coming up. What happened? Lovelace just blinked out there. All right, so will Lovelace be able to jump up into that top 5 as he heads through turn number 3 and 4? Lovelace so good at qualifying here at Talladega. These cars with a ton of speed, going to be interesting to see. As he comes across the line. Oh my God, did not count Zach Lovelace's laps. That is weird. So Lovelace not getting a time in here tonight, leaving Ethan Bill currently on the bubble. Asher Hansen out there working lap number 2. Is Lovelace having a connection issue? Not really sure. Asher goes third quick, pushing E-Bill out of that number 5 spot. Asher Hansen third on the boards, trying to lock himself in. Shane Haas out on the track right now. Yeah, I thought he was. That was weird. Yeah, he's always clutch too, and I would believe that he's got the quick time, like he said. That is unfortunate for him, as qualifying is closing in. 8 minutes make it done in qualifying. 2 more minutes left. Shane Haas out on the track. Looks like William Rice out on the track right now. Oh, that is unfortunate for Lovelace. This is going to be interesting. You know what? This might be one of those times that starting from the pits might not be crazy. Looks like Ethan George's laps did not count either. William Rice, 26th quick. Or 27th quick. Shane Haas going to jump up to 11th quick. Yeah, it's insane, right? Insane, right? William Rice in the number 34 out on the track right now, putting in his qualifying run. About 1 minute and 10 seconds left here in qualifying. Top 5 automatically transfer in. Everybody else off to... Oh, he got loose in the tri-oval. Oh, no. Oh. Big hit for William Rice, as that is probably going to be the end of qualifying here. What a wild qualifying run here tonight for these guys. Don't think anybody else is going to jump out there. 30 seconds left. Yeah, it's going to be chaotic. You might be all right here. I think if you're good enough, you're going to be able to get some space between you and the field. All right, let's get ready for tonight's heat race number 1. No landing. No landing. I heard he was giving reach arounds tonight at the strip club. All right, guys. Heat race number 1. Top 5 transferred in already. Everybody else is racing for 6 on back. Top 8 out of each heat race. Top 5 out of the consi if you don't make it through this heat race. You do get 1 fast repair here tonight, so if you do get in a wreck, go get that fast repair. They'll probably wreck again. You can see these cars are on edge. If you guys weren't here for the initial drivers meeting, the start will be on green. And do not jump out of line until after the start-finish line. If you do, that will get you disqualified. Obviously, if somebody misses a shift or does something stupid, I'm going to use my discretion there. But don't sit back to jump in the middle or to the outside. All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2. As we get ready here for heat race number 1, starting on. It is going to be Ethan Bill starting on the pole here tonight. I got to change that. Ashton Thomas in second. Going to be Noah Johnson in that number 3 spot. Braden Ware's in 4th. Bill Daniels going to start in 5th here tonight. Morgan Gamboa in a 6th. Warp Lotus in 7th. Going to be Keith Backus in the number 8 spot. Clay Malenfant in ninth. Bill Sleep in 10th. Going to be William Rice in the number 11 spot. Kenny Storkson in 12th. David Mayo in 13th. 14th is going to be Zach Lovelace with Tyler Alexander in 15th and Kevin Parker in 16th. It is going to be 5 laps here tonight in heat race number 1. that 110, it's going to be faster in the draft. You haven't even seen nothing yet. I was seeing speeds over. We're going to see speeds over 250. All right, looks like Daniels and Rice did not grid up. Storkson going to start from the pits here tonight as these guys roll off into turn number 1 and 2. We're going to be looking for that green flag pretty quickly here. Should be a good heat race here. Definitely a good group of guys. Lots of power here to put down on the track. Oh, stats? Yeah, I got you, stats. Where are you at? James Stats is now free to talk. All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2 into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Ethan Bill and Ashton Thomas on that front row. Who's it going to be here tonight in heat race number 1? Survival is going to be a big key here. Pace car going to pull in. Remember, start is on green. Do not jump on a line until after the start finish line. All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2 heading into the tri-oval. E-Bill, Ashton Thomas on that front row. Green flag is out. These guys do have to worry about spinning those tires as they head for turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be E-Bill leading the way. Survival is definitely going to be key here as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Well, let me change that to gap. E-Bill leads the way. Noah Johnson going to jump up into that number 2 spot. They're going to get single file for the top 2 as they're side by side for third on back. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number. Whoa! Big. Oh, save it, Bill. Couple guys sideways as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Big speed. Noah Johnson to the point. Ashton Thomas. Warps Lotus. E-Bill. Clay Malenfant. Your top 5 as they head through the tri-oval. Not really sure what happened to E-Bill there, but he did pull down onto the apron, maybe making a little bit of misjudgment. Oh, he's sideways. E-Bill sideways. He's going to alt F4 so nobody hits him as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be Noah Johnson out front. Johnson going to put the block on Thomas all over the back of him into turn number 3. I don't know if Thomas is the one that I would want to be blocking right now. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, out of turn 4, it is going to be Noah Johnson leading the way. Top 8 transfer. So Kevin Parker currently on that bubble spot right now. Lovelace is in as they come across the line. Johnson continues to lead. Ashton Thomas, Warp Lotus as they head into turn number 1 and 2. See 249 on the board. It's 249 forward top speed. Let's go ahead and pull up that top speed again. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Ashton Thomas looking to the top side of Noah Johnson into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side. Big bobble from Thomas. Johnson going to try to pull away out of turn number 2, but Thomas with the run. It's a drag race. You got to keep it straight through the tri-oval. This tri-oval can be tricky as they head for the line. Thomas is going to lead at the line this time by. Definitely a skill track here. You can see, oh, Thomas sideways. Oh, he's going to wreck it. Thomas is wrecking it. He's still, oh my God. I don't know how he didn't make that a whole lot worse. Let's see. Yeah, there's like these things are on edge. I haven't done the extra horsepower with these. These are usually pretty good without the extra horsepower. I just wanted to see what they would do. We may not go extra horsepower on these every time. Morgan up to the number 2 spot, but here comes Braden Wares. Braden Wares on the move in that 07 machine. He's going to look up underneath Morgan out of heading for turn number 1 and 2. White flag is out. Right now, Noah leads the way. Oh, Ashton Thomas is out of this one. Back of the pack must have gotten loose again as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Oh, big wreck. Big wreck. Braden Wares on his lid. What happened there? As that's going to take Braden Wares out. Warps in second. Lovelace in third. Parker. Kevin Parker in the wall. Oh, the 12 of Alexander gets into him. They're still wrecking. This is going to get awfully interesting coming to the line as Noah's going to take the win. Warps in second. Lovelace, David Mayo, Ashton Thomas, Morgan, where are you? He's going to make it. Will Kevin Parker try to limp across the line? He's going to make it in. One more car. Oh, this is going to be close. Oh, this is going to be close. Well, where's get him? He's coming. Yeah, I got him. Oh, my God. Where's barely gets there. Wow. It's, yeah. We're going to have to see if I got time to go. This got real crazy right here. Oh, nope. It's not going to show me. Let's see. All right, happened here. All right, let's see. Yeah, that was insane. All right, let's see what happened to Lovelace. Oh, they get together. Oh, Morgan made a mistake. Wow, Lovelace, I don't know how you got through there. Holy cow. So Lovelace not going to start in about too bad of a spot. Yeah, you did. Good run for you, Warp. All right, let's get ready here for heat race number 2 as they get out on the track. I'm sure Riley's going to start from pit road. Starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 2, it's going to be Dakota Mahoney. Outside of him, it's going to be Mark Rogers. Shane Haas. Yeah, that was wild. Shane Haas starts in third. Tim Duggar in fourth. Going to be Gary Bergeron in that number 5 spot. Judson Travis in a 6. Cody Hansen in 7th. Going to be Aiden in that number 8 spot. Zach Zawowski in a 9th. David Kriske in a 10th. Going to be Scott Helms 11th. Sean Parrish in a 12th. Starting 13th, this is going to be Cameron Jensen with Ethan George in 14th. Riley Green 15th, and Clint Sheehan in that number 16 spot. That could be. Those are pretty wild. What the... Well, that was interesting. All right, so we're going to line them up as these guys can't seem to pace. All right, we got people trying to work their way into their spots. Make sure you guys make some room. All right, coming out of turn number 4, looking for the green flag here this time by. Remember, guys, starts on green. Do not jump out of line until after the start-finish line. All right, looking for the green flag as they roll up. It is going to be side by side as they head through the tri-oval. Mark Rogers. I'm actually surprised. Oh, Riley's starting in the back. That's why he decided to take the green. Green flag is out as they come through the tri-oval. Who's it going to be? Down into turn. Oh, we are already trying to wreck as Mark Rogers leads the way. Tim Duggar in second. Aiden in third. Mahoney in fourth as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Remember, top 8 are going to transfer through. We got a few guys towards the back of the pack. Not having a very good day as they are wrecking into the wall. Big wreck into turn number 3. Gary up in the wall in that number 1 machine. Big damage on that number 1 as they come into turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Rogers going to continue to lead as they come in through the tri-oval. Here comes the battle for lead. Aiden Trevette to the top side in that number 18, side by side into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Aiden to the outside, down the front, back straightaway, side by side for the lead, looking for turn number 3. Definitely interesting towards the back. Right now, the 31 made the mistake on pacing, but is in the race as it stands right now. Down into turn number 3 and 4, still, yeah, definitely chaos. Still side by side out of turn number 4. Big run for Aiden Trevette out of turn number 4 through the tri-oval. New race leader at the line this time. It's going to be Aiden Trevette at the line. Rogers to the bottom side. Looks like we got one pulling off of pit road. That's probably going to be Ethan George there, I think, down on the bottom as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Third and fourth trying to reel those top 2 in. Shane Haas in the number 4 spot. Right now, these guys are in. How hard do they want to push it? We can see it is so hard to maintain control of these cars. How hard do you push it when you know you're in as they come out of turn number 4? Here comes Rogers. Rogers is going to push it as he moves up underneath Trevette through the tri-oval. Takes the lead. Coming to the line. Going to be 2 laps to go. That group of 2 is definitely starting to lose some ground on the top 2 as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Shane blinking a bit there as here comes Trevette back to the outside, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Trevette back to the point as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Rogers falls back in second. If these guys stay single file, they might be all right. Those look like the 31. 31 goes around. Oh, big save. Oh, he's still saving it. No, nope, he's done. Oof. Oh, he gets cut off. What are the chances? What are the chances as we move back up to the front? White flag is out. Oh, that was crazy. But I feel bad for you, Scott. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Looks like Clint Sheehan going to take a look at the race up at the front as they head into turn number 3. Trevette leads the way. Rogers in second. Mark Rogers tries to reel him in. Can he find his way around as they come out of turn number 4? Big bobble for Rogers out of turn number 4. Rogers is going to still somehow carry some momentum, but not enough as they come through the tri-oval. It is going to be Aiden Trevette with the win. Rogers in second. Shane Haas going to get in third. Duggar in fourth. David in fifth, Mahoney sixth, Hanson and Parrish going to the feature. Everybody else off to the LCQ. Should be a crazy LCQ here tonight. So I have a feeling tires are going to be more of an issue than usual in these cars. All right, so that one done. By 5. Yeah, I didn't know what it was going to do. Now we know what it's going to do. Next time we know to make some adjustments. Yeah, Kenny was saying something in the chat. All right, top 5 going to transfer through here tonight in the LCQ. Let me just let these guys know. All right, guys, same as the heat races, just one more extra lap. Top 5 transfer through here into tonight's feature. It is going to be 6 laps. Start will be on green. And do not jump out of line until after the start-finish line. All right, let's go ahead and hit up the starting lineup here for the LCQ. It's going to be Tyler Alexander on the pole. Zakowski in second. Going to be Keith Backus in the number 3 spot. Ethan George in 4th. Going to be Kenny Storkson in the number 5 spot. Scott Helms in 6th. Clay Manafant in 7th. Going to be Clint Sheehan in that number 8 spot. Bill Sleep in 9th. Riley Green in 10th. Going to be E. Bill. He's not here anymore, I don't think, in the number 11 spot. Cameron Jensen in 12th. And that is going to be it. Everybody else is not here. So 10 cars going for 5 spots as they look for turn number 1 and 2. All right, just a friendly reminder, guys, for those of you that have not been here before, we are going to use the 3-minute warm-up, so that's a good time to go use the bathroom and grab a drink or whatever you feel like you need to do here tonight. Or you can have some fun. They usually go out there and wreck each other for 3 minutes, which is fun too. All right. Kenny going to start down on pit road. So we do have 11 cars. Kenny. Oh, the LCQ is going to be nuts. A lot of these guys were already struggling. Now you're going to put them in a spot where they got to be in the top 5.
All right, good luck, everybody, except for Zach.
Aw.
All right, looking for the green flag as they head into turn at number 3 and 4. It is going to be Alexander Zakowski on that front row. Who's it going to be here in the LCQ? Who's transferring through? Who's going home? Now, Kenny's played this game before here on the LCQ, and it has worked for him. I don't know if it's LCQ or Heat, but it definitely worked for him. Will it work for him here again this week as they look through for the green flag down in the tri-oval? Who's it going to be here tonight? 6 laps here in the LCQ. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head for turn number 1 and 2. What do we got going on there? Oh, I guess. Oh, so we got a big wreck already as Alexander going to be out front by himself. Malafant in second. Riley Green, Scott Helms, Bill Sleep, your top 5 right now, looking to transfer their way in as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. It is going to be a 5-lap race left as they come across the line. They've spread out pretty good. This might not be that crazy. I mean, they still got to hold on for that many laps. So we're going to go back and take a look and see what happened at that green flag. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Oh, that was Zach just wrecking the field. All right, so back up to the front. It is going to be Alexander leading the way. Riley Green now up to second. He is battling for the lead down the back straightaway. It looked like somebody had some issues back there. That was Cameron Jensen. He started shotgun on the field. He is currently in a transfer spot as it stands, or just outside a transfer spot as it stands right now. One person makes a mistake, he could be in, as Riley Green is going to take the lead through the tri-oval with 3 laps to go. Oh, Green got the wall sideways coming out of the tri-oval, but leading that lap as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Clay, hold on to it. Oh, Clay might need to change his fire suit as he comes out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Big sideways for the number 22. Scraped the wall, but able to hold on to it. Here comes Scott Helms in the 41. Helms makes a move down to the bottom side. Drag race into turn number 3. Helms is going to lead it. You got to hold on to it, though. He makes the move into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes a crossover by Clay out of turn number 4. Who would have ever thought you'd call a crossover at Talladega? I never thought I would ever say that somebody was trying to do a crossover at Talladega in my life until just then. Oh, oh no, the 4 of Riley Green. That's going to collect the 35. Big wreck up in the front. That's going to change a lot of stuff as Clay takes the lead. Scott Helms up to second. Bill Sleep third. Alexander is limping away in 4th. Riley Green is out there. Kenny Storkson looking to transfer his way in. What happened to Riley Green out of turn number 2 there? Oh, man, Riley just made a big mistake, I guess. Wow. So Clay out front leading the way. Kenny Storkson is now in. Alexander is falling out. He's down on pit road. Riley Green has to go down on pit road. No, Riley is going to stay out as Clay leads down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Scott Helms trying to close the gap as they are side by side into turn number 1 and 2. Riley's going to try to limp it around for 1 lap. Tyler's going to come down and get that fast repair. Will he be able to reel in Riley Green before the end of this one? We'll see what happens here. What's up, Braden? As it is going to be Clay with the win. Scott Helms second. Bill Sleep in third. Storkson going to go with the start from pit. It works for him again as he is going to come out of turn number 4. As long as he doesn't make a big mistake, he is in. Now, Alexander's just coming off of pit road. Riley's got a car that he can barely handle as Storkson comes across the line. Now this is going to be on Riley. Can Riley hold on through turn number 3 and 4? That car is definitely foobarred as they come out of turn number 4. Yes, it is definitely past my bedtime. Through the tri-oval, Riley Green going to make the feature here tonight. Tyler tried to go get the fast repair, could not get back out of there in time. Oh, that was interesting. Crazy LCQ as we get ready for tonight's main event. All right, guys, go out there and have some fun, and we'll get ready for the feature in about 3 minutes. Yeah, green spinning is definitely... All right, so these guys are going to come out and have a little bit of fun. What did you call me, Scott? All right, guys. I don't know. I just generated it. I don't know how you did that, Riley. You got so lucky. Shane, if you could clear blacks, that would be great. I'm going to go grab a drink real quick before we start the feature. All right, be right back. Going to grab a drink real quick. Well, hey, Smiles. Got in the race yet? This was wild. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, let's see. Thomas Smalling has put a lap in. Everybody else out there having a little bit of fun. Looks like 5 people have put in laps. We are getting ready for tonight's main event. Let's get ready here tonight as they line them up. James Stats starting on the pole. Some of these guys have to be nervous. These cars, they didn't get any extra time other than what they practiced and what they qualified. 26 cars if we're all here. Starting on the pole, it is going to be James Stats. Outside of him, it's going to be Cole McMillan. Starting in the number 3 spot, it's going to be Asher Hansen with Thomas Smalling starting in 4th. Right? You were quick. Going to be Daniel Dixon in the number 5 spot. Noah Johnson in 6th. Aiden Trevette in 7th. Going to be Warp Lotus in the number 8 spot. Mark Rogers in 9th. Going to be Zach Lovelace in 10th here tonight. Shane Haas 11th. David Mayo in 12th. Yeah. That's going to be Tim Duggar in the number 13 spot. Ashton Thomas 14th. David in 15th. Going to be Morgan Gamboa in the number 16 spot. Mahoney in 17th. Parker in 18th. Going to be Cody Hansen in 19th. Braden Ware's 20th. Sean Paris in 21st. Going to be Clay Malafant in 22nd. Scott Helms 23rd. Bill Sleep 24th. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight, it is going to be Kenny Storks in 25th and Riley Green in 26th. So it does look like Aiden, Noah, Daniel, and Duggar all did not end up showing up for the race, which is fine. That's that many less cars to wreck, I guess, tonight. As they head into turn number 1 and 2, let me go give these guys a couple of reminders. All right, guys, remember the start will be on leader. The start will be on green. Restarts will be on leader. Do not jump out of line until after the start-finish line. Let's keep it above the double yellow line tonight. And also, it is admin control cautions. If you do end up a lap down, if it's 1 lap, go ahead and take your lap if we get the caution. around the outside. If you are more than one lap down, you need to let me know so I can give you the wave arounds, because if you take more than one lap, it will DQ you. Yeah, the big wing. Yeah, they could use the big wing tonight. Correct, yes. I misspoke there to start with. All right, looking for the green as they come out of turn number 4. Side by side, it is going to be James Stats, Cole McMillan on that front row. Just remember, James, don't embarrass yourself. All right, looking for the green flag as they come down the front straightaway. I'm probably going to go a few down still on the... Oh, green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. These guys going to jockey for position already. They're 2 and 3 wide. 3 wide per second into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2 so far. Everybody keeping it clean and green down the back straightaway. James Stats going to block that front row. We are wrecking already down the back stretch of straightaway. Caution flag is out. Trouble already. All right, we're going to go back and take a look. Let's see. Oh, they just got together. Oh, the 28 came down on Mark. Oh, my God. Oh. Oh, more damage, more people getting hit. Mark in the 28. Who was in the 28? .28 coming down into Mark. That is McMillan as they get the caution flag here tonight, going into turn number 3 on lap number 1. Asher having... No small crashes here tonight. As Stats leads at Smalling second, Morgan in third, Lovelace in fourth as we work the first caution flag here of the night. Yeah, I would suggest they don't add 10% horsepower though, and 110 pounds less. Oh, okay. I thought it said you needed it. Well, yeah, it says it on my thing that you need it, but I guess maybe you don't. It says you're 2 laps down. SDK can be a little delayed. That caution happening on lap 1 probably screwed it up. Yeah, to just take your lap. If it's only one, just take it. Yeah, if it's 2 laps, then I have to give you it, because if you take more than 1 lap, it DQs you. All right. All right, so James Stat's going to lead him to the green flag. All right, this start will be on James. For you guys that have not been here before, he can go anytime after the pace car pulls off, so he can go like at the grass. All right, so we got them stacked up. We're going to try this one again as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Few cars. Big damage on that one. As they look for the green flag this time by. Can we get some green flag laps in? Only 3 laps. There's going to be 4 laps in the books. We'll have 26 more laps to go. Just a reminder, guys, we don't want to pace the whole time. So if 1 or 2 cars get together, I'm probably not going to throw the caution. And remember, you'll get your laps back when we do get a caution. If you do go cut laps down, if you're one of those 1 or 2 car crashes. Yeah, I'll clear blacks if I need to. I just wish Mark would stop beating off guys in the back. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Big jump for James Stats. Stats goes early. Could be the move here tonight. These cars are fast, so draft will play a role, but are not our usual situation as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Looked like Bill Sleep had some issues on the start there. He's falling back in a hurry. That might be by design as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Lovelace has moved up into the number 3 spot. Watch for him to make some moves forward. We got some big blocking back here. As Shane Haas tried to block Smalling already. Oh, we got one around. He stays down low. No caution flag. Thank you for keeping it low, Clay, as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Going to be David leading the way. Here comes Stats back to the lead. Maybe can't quite get there. David's going to lead that time by 5 laps in the books as these guys battle for the lead. Oh, David in the wall. Stats back to the point. So now we got to start keeping an eye on things through the field as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Riley Green has gone around out of turn number 4. He's kept it going straight. No caution flag. As they roll through turn number 3 and 4 down the front straightaway, Stats continues to lead. Stats might like this combo. Smalling going to move his way up into the number 3 spot now in that number 2 machine following Lovelace. They're going to be pushing David back. David has fallen way back. Ashton Thomas trying to make some moves in that number 33 machine. Here comes Smalling to the outside of Lovelace out of turn number 2. Ashton's going to follow. Oh, we got loose down the back straightaway. You could see that already. These guys have been loose down the back straightaway a lot. That is David in that number 52 machine. He's definitely struggling with the handling as Ashton's up in the wall in the number 33. Oh boy, these guys starting to shuffle for position. Tire wear is going to be a thing here tonight. What's up, Moody? We got that extra horsepower and less weight on the COT. I think we need to leave the weight in it. These things get really light down the back straightaway. Oh, 5 up into the wall. He's going to pull it back down. That is Cody Hansen as he slides back up out of turn number 2. These things definitely handful to hold on to tonight as they come down the back straightaway. Smalling has taken the lead from Stats as a pair of 2s lead it into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, I thought we had issues, but Ashton just blinking out as they come out of turn number 4. Tires definitely, it is definitely on the edge. Tires definitely being an issue here tonight. These guys towards the back having some issues trying to keep the handle and make the spots as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Ashton, hold on to it. He's got the 18 of Aiden Trevette in that machine up underneath them out of turn number 2. Ashton still banging off the wall down the back straightaway. Oh, almost contact again into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, Clay has issues at the back. Clay all by himself once again off the track. Field's going to go around him as they come into turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Bad. Oh, Ashton in the wall hard out of turn number 4. So Ashton has been struggling trying to keep a handle on that number 33. This could be issues here. Him and the 19 are still together as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Ashton's got to be junk in that 33. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Battle for the number 2 spot definitely starting to heat up as it looks like, oh no, maybe the position for position 3 as David has made his way back up to 3rd, now trying to move his way forward as they come out of turn number 4. Oh, no, I get it. I get it. Scott Holmes misses you, though. Oh, Shane. Oh, Shane. Hard into the wall. Oh, he's back down onto the track. Shane hard in the wall as they come out of turn number 2. Couple single car crashes as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Smalling leads the way. James Stats in 2nd. David in 3rd. Here comes Lovelace to his outside. Aiden Trevette trying to race his way up further as he started late here tonight. Got stuck on the toilet. I think that's who it was. As they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Contact. Big wreck going into turn number 3. Hard into the wall. We're going to go ahead and throw the caution. Oh. Bill Sleep getting caught up in the... Yeah, I know. We all started in there. And of course... All right, we're going to back this up a little bit. Looks like the 52 gets loose. Bounces off the wall. I think he just gets loose. Oh, yeah, he just got loose off of turn number 4, collecting. Bam. He's got him locked down. I mean, they were saying lock your brakes up, but there's just so much speed. All right, so definitely issues there as we get the second caution flag of the night. Definitely was interesting. As Thomas Smalling has the lead now. James Stats 2nd. I would be surprised if we don't see people hit pit road. It is pretty wild. Remember, if you're taking a wave around here and you do want to hit pit road when you come back around, let me know because I will have to clear the black before you hit your pit stall or it will hold you. Everybody coming down onto pit road here tonight. Everybody down on pit road. Smalling, our leader. Oh no! The 24, Asher Hansen. All right, so Mayo's going to go ahead and get a lap here. Smalling going to win the race off of pit road. Definitely an interesting race here tonight. 12 laps into this one, closing in on the halfway point. That was a good little run there. All right, so they're down in the middle of the back straightaway right now, Mayo. I know you're coming in a hurry. 5-minute tow. Hold on. Holy cow. All right, they're heading into turn number 3 now. Mayo's going to be coming around for another wave around, guys, so stay down low. Stay down low. All right, so Thomas Smalling with the lead. James Stats second. Lovelace, Trevette. Your top 4. McMillan in 5th. Yeah, 5-minute tow is insane. You must have parked it all the way at the snack shack. Should be the one to go here. As they are going to stack them up 2 by 2. Looking for the green flag here tonight. As they get them stacked up 2 by 2. All right, guys, just a friendly reminder, the start will be on Thomas. Indy cars are better. These things are hard to drive, I can tell. This is one that Landon probably hates that he missed. You should have given us the Landon Moody drivers meeting today.
Landon Moody, man, this is my race. Yeah, you guys suck, guys. Good luck.
That's what I'm talking about, Jay.
All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2 as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Smalling and Stats. As they come into turn number 4. When will Smalling set them off as they come down out of turn number 4? Pace car going to pull in. Smalling in control. Will he go early? I think it makes sense to go early in these cars. Most of the cars on these super speedways, it does not. But these cars getting that space and knowing that you're probably not going to get wrecked from the guys behind you because it doesn't pack up the same way. As they come to the restart zone, green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Smalling going to lead the way. Battle's going to be for second. Lovelace going to take it. Pushes Stats back. Here comes Trevette up underneath them into the number 3 spot. Smalling Stats able to slide down in line. Here comes Lovelace looking for the lead down the back straightaway. Trevette wants the lead too. He's going to bang doors with Lovelace as they head into turn number 3. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Smalling going to move. Oh, we got one. Oh, Shane. As they come out through the tri-oval, is going to be Lovelace leading the way. They're going to be 3. Oh, Lovelace and Stats make contact down to the inside wall. Oh, no. Back up to the front. Asher going to lead the way. We'll probably get a caution here in a little bit as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. We'll probably get a caution here in a little bit, guys. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Hansen leading the way. Mark Rogers and Trevette side by side out of turn number 4. You know what I was thinking? It's great. You know, Mark Thrash might not be around because he went into the Marines, but we still have a Mark to blame the wrecks on. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Trevette down low. Rogers up high. Rogers loose. Oh, he slides down in place through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Going to be single file up at the front. Hanson leads the way. Trevette second. Rogers, McMillan, Gamboa, your top 5 as they head for turn number 1 and 2. So nice little pack right here. As Riley Green barely making the feature here tonight in that number 4 machine in the 7th spot right now. Solid run for him. Big slide for Morgan. Morgan loose out of turn number 2. Somehow holds on to it. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Hansen going to continue to lead Trevette in second. Rogers, McMillan, Smalling, your top 5. Go check out through the field. Definitely a little bit of separation here. We got a couple of wrecks. We'll throw another caution here pretty quickly. As here comes a battle for the lead. Trevette going to lead at the line as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Trevette down low. Asher Hansen up high, side by side through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Big bobble for Trevette. Hold on to it. He's got Mark Rogers behind him down the back straightaway. Here comes McMillan. McMillan wants to join the party as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Still side by side. As they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. All right, going to be Trevette leading the way. Rogers, McMillan, your top 3 as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Top 5 nose to tail. 5th right now is Thomas Smalling. Do not count out that number 2 machine. We all know on this channel from way back what that number 2 is capable of doing. Keep an eye on Thomas Smalling by the end of this one. Does look like there's lap traffic ahead. That's going to be Dakota Mahoney in that number 24 machine. Whatever number he is. Oh no, Bill Sleep gonna have some issues. Breck out of turn number 4. We got another one down on the apron. All right, so we've had a couple wrecks here. If we get another one, I'm probably gonna go ahead and throw that caution as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Big move for Smalling to the bottom. He's looking for 3rd. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. It is going to be Trevette leading the way. McMillan, Smalling, Rogers, and Hansen still down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Ooh, big bobble there out of Mark Rogers. He's up the track as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. It is going to be 9 laps to go at the line. 9 laps to go as they come across the line. Looks like Thomas is Thomas done? He's on pit road. as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Here comes McMillan looking for the lead up underneath Trevette out of turn number 2. Good race, I guess. Jason? I don't know who's Jason. Down to the line, going to be Trevette leading the way. Smalling in second, McMillan in third, Rogers in fourth. Great race up at the front. Out of turn 4, down the front straightaway, it is going to be Aiden leading the way as they are nose to tail for the top 5. Deck here, oh no! Oh, Riley Green into the wall. Go ahead and throw the caution here. Are you talking about Scott Holmes? So caution flag came out. All right, guys, we had a bunch of wrecks. We're gonna let these people get back up here. Probably about 4 or 5 wrecks, 1 and 2 car wrecks. Oh! All right. Aiden leads the way. Smalling going to slide into that number 2 spot once again. McMillan in third. As they come out of turn number 4, I imagine we're going to see just about everybody on the pit road here once again, as we are going to have 6 laps to go when they hit the line. Hold on, everybody keeps talking about this weather. I have not even looked at the weather. What's the weather look like? 14 miles per hour. So some pretty solid winds out on the track. All right, lots of cars down on pit road right now. We're going to see who wins this battle off of pit road. Storkson going to get another lap back here. Storkson going to go to the front. He is... Yeah, no, I know. I was just curious what the speeds were. Everybody was talking about it. All right, later, buddy. Yeah, no, I know. It is definitely... I've seen it all night. Down the back straightaway, the random people just getting loose. Later, Sleepy. Yeah, I'm out of here, too, in about 5 laps after we take the green. All right, a couple of these guys getting their... If you need more than 1 lap, you gotta let me know. I think Kevin just got DQ'd. Oh. All right, we should get that one. Should get that one to go here this time by as they come across the line. Kenny Storkson going to come down onto pit road. I was spamming it before he even went down pit road. So Aiden Trevette going to take the lead with Smalling in second. They're going to stack him up 2 by 2. You can go win as soon as the pace car pulls off. I would wait to the grass or close to the grass anyway, just so it doesn't. I don't have to worry about the black flag for it. But yeah, basically, you guys are more than welcome to go basically whenever the pace car pulls off. I'm going to remind everybody right now. All right, this is just a reminder. Once the pace car pulls off, the leader is free to go. Do not go until the leader goes, though. He might wait till the restart zone. He may not. All right, looking for the green flag as they come down the back straightaway. Still 19 cars left out on the track here tonight as they look for turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be a 4-lap shootout here tonight. 4 laps to go when they take the green flag. All right, looking for the green as they come down the front straightaway. Pace car is in. You turn left now. When will the leader fire off? Green flag is out. I don't know what that was back there. The Warps just got smacked. As they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2, everybody trying to get things figured out. Oh, it's 12 o'clock. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Let's move back up to the front. Smalling going to move down to the bottom. Trevette up high as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Uh-oh, Scott Holmes in trouble. Mayo's in trouble as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Looking for the line. It is going to be Smalling at the line this time by. Smalling leads the way as they come down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be side by side behind him. Oh, Asher up underneath Trevette. Trevette up the track. He's going to get back in line. Top 3 single files. They're 2 by 2 out of turn number 2 from 4th place. Down the back straightaway, I just saw someone banging the wall there. I think it might have been David into the number 52, banging the wall there as they look for turn number 3 and 4. So far, keeping it lean and green as they come out of turn number 4. I'll let them know after this. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. 6-car breakaway as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side. Hansen to the point. Smalling in second. Here comes Trevette. Here comes Mark Rogers out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Will they make the white flag? 3 wide. 3 wide for second. Mark Rogers. Oh, Asher sideways. Thomas in the wall. Oh, Mark sideways in turn number 3 and 4. They're wrecking. They're wrecking out of turn number 4. Caution. Flag comes out. Caution. Oh, big wreck behind them. All right, so that got real interesting there. All right, we're going to back this up real quick. Oh, man. man, yeah, there's just dominoes there. Nothing anybody could do. Watch this hit here. Oh my God. Big hits there. Caution flag comes out once again. Green, white checker fixing the setup here as Asher Hansen leads the way. Lots of meatballs on that one. Yeah, 3 and 4 was crazy. Mark spun out trying not to slide up into you guys, but Smalling was in the wall. You were sideways. Roger gets sideways, goes around, and there's contact behind him. It was wild. Ooh, Smalling hits pit road. Oh, strategy. Looks like Mark Rogers stays out. Morgan stays out. Asher Hansen stays out. Stats stays out. Warp stays out. Bill Sleep stays out. So top 6 stay out. Everybody else down on pit road. You got killed there. Yeah, that was wild. Yeah, not a whole lot you could have done there. All right, we'll see who makes it back out here before the end of this caution flag. It is going to be a green, white checker. Smalling going to be the first one with new tires. That could be huge. That could be absolutely huge. Smalling already fast, but new tires while everybody else is on a couple laps older tires could make a big difference here tonight. These cars are already on edge. Oh, let's go find out where Shane's at. Until you get hit. Is it dead? I was going to say, if it wasn't, the best seat I think would be to go pull down to the line there and look up the line. All right, so Shane's going to be stuck there as they head through turn number 3 and 4, looking for the green flag, this time by Asher Hansen, Morgan Gamboa, Mark Rogers, James Stats, Warp Lotus, Bill Sleep, all on older tires. Look like Cody did make it back out on the track. I was just about to tell you to take the lap, Cody. All right, so we're going to have 14 cars set to do battle here tonight as they are going to get them stacked up 2 by 2. All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Green, white checker here. Green, white checker. Hansen, Gamboa on the front row. Can they hold on for 2 laps? Will new tires play a factor here tonight? We're about to find out. So I see Smalling's only 3 rows. It's only 3 rows away from the lead. He should knock off a couple really quick on the start. Storkson talking about gas issues. As they come down the back straightaway, 2 by 2, pace car going to pull off out of turn number 4. You know, if you're Asher, I think you got to go early here. I don't think you can wait for the green flag. You don't want, I mean, unless you want to cause a caution and get a few more people knocked out. but I think you have to go early. I think these cars getting stretched out isn't as bad of a deal as if you were in any other car. I think the draft plays a role here, but the handling is so huge. So if you can have that lead, run your race for these 2 laps, that's going to give you the best opportunity here tonight as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Hansen leading the way out of turn number 4. All right, out of turn number 4, pace car about to pull in. Pace car's in. Asher, Gamboa on the front row. When will Asher fire off? I think he's got to go soon. Green flag is out. Stats tried to... Oh, they're wrecking already. Big wreck already. As a caution. All right, look. All right, we're going to jump on with stats here. Stats was on this. Oh, no. Old tires definitely playing a role in that one as we get a quick caution here tonight. We're going to try and re-rack these ones up once again. You got killed. Caution flag is out once again. This could be advantage. Oh, Smalling's got some damage on the right front there. I don't know if he's used a fast repair or not. He might be all right. I think Morgan got a little bit of tire spin. Yeah, it just looks like some tire spin there for some cars that were on older tires. All right, so caution flag out here once again. We're going to see what these guys do that had damage. They're going to need to go down and get some of that damage repaired. Decent damage on the front of Smalling's car here. Is he going to stay out? Or yeah, he's got to go. I figured he had to go. We're going to see if he's got a fast repair. This he might be all right. He might still be in a better spot. As now it's going to be Asher and Mark Rogers on the front row. So Smalling did have a fast repair. He goes ahead and takes it as Asher leads the way. We're going to try that green flag here once again. So Smalling's going to be in the same spot again. Cody's going to be back out with fresh tires. Smalling, Morgan should have fresh tire stats back out there. Asher. Looks like David going to get a lap back here. David, is that the first lap you've taken? All right, I just want to make sure you weren't going to get DQ'd. I was going to protect you there. All right, so we got a few cars down on pit road. Keep an eye on this chat for anybody that might ask for a waiver on Cole down on pit road damage. Bill Sleep on pit road damage. Lovelace down on pit road. His car looks all right. He's got some work to do here tonight. I don't know if David's going to have the opportunity to get another lap. Take another one. Got a lap car coming, guys. Lap car coming. Give him room on the top side. All right, looking for the green flag. Asher Hansen leads the way. Mark Rogers in second. Braden Wares, Kenny Storkson, Riley Green, Cody Hansen, Thomas Smalling, James Statt, McConey, and Gamboa. Your top 10 as they come down the back straightaway, looking for that green flag this time by. Gonna get David one more lap here. I don't know if he's gonna have time to get any more. I hopefully we make it to the white flag this time. Patience is going to be key here tonight. As they come down into turn number 3 and 4, Asher Hansen leads the way. Mark Rogers on the outside. I wonder when... I mean, Asher's got him on the cuff right now. I mean, he could go early and possibly pull away from the field here. We'll see what he does. Maybe he'll switch it up a little bit here. All right. Pace car is in. When will the green flag fly? When will Asher fire him off? Looking for the green flag as they come down through the trioval. Everybody trying to anticipate. He's waiting. He's waiting. Green flag is out. Oh, that's going to be sketchy as Asher comes up to put a little block on Mark as they head into 1 and 2. 2 laps to go. Will we see the white flag? Wares on the back bumper. Asher Hansen as they come out of turn number 2. Top 3 going to go single file. Storkson in the number 4 spot. Smalling trying to navigate his way up through. Storkson. Oh my God, it got sketchy as they head into turn number 3. Storkson down on the bottom. Oh, big wreck into turn number 3 and 4. 2 cars caught up. We're going to keep it green as they come out of turn. 3 cars, maybe. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Asher going to lead the way. Braden Wares, Mark Rogers, Riley Green. Your top 4. Smalling is done. He's wrecked. Out of turn number 4, battle for the lead. Hansen leads. Braden looking for somewhere to go. He's going to slide up the track. Here comes Rogers down to the bottom. Rogers going to fill the void. Braden's got to stay up high. He's going to smack the wall. Here comes Rogers. Rogers looking for the run. Where? Off the wall. Here comes Riley Green in the number 4 machine. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Mark Rogers in second, but Asher Hansen going to hold on to it. Take the win here tonight. Rogers, Green, Wares, and Parrish rounding out the top 5. That was interesting. People trying to play a few games there, but Asher Hansen taking the win here tonight. What a crazy one here. Saw Warp got killed there. Let's see. Oh, that was the first one. Let's see. All right, so I'm not sure what really happened to Warp there, but that is the race here tonight. Let's go ahead and pull up the results. With the win here tonight is going to be Asher Hansen, Mark Rogers in second, Riley Green in third. Going to be Brayton Wares in the number 4 spot, Sean Parrish in fifth, Cody Hansen in sixth, Storkson going to be in seventh here tonight, Lovelace in eighth, McMillan in ninth. Going to be Bill Sleep in 10th here tonight, Mahoney in 11th, Smalling in 12th. Stats going to be in 13th, Lotus in 14th, Gamboa in 15th. Going to be David in the number 16 spot, Trevette in 17th, Helms in 18th. Then rounding out the rest of the field, Mayo's going to finish 19th here tonight. Thomas in 20th, Clay 21st, Shane Haas 22nd, and Kevin Parker in 23rd. Everybody else did not grid up. What a crazy race here tonight. Ended up being 38 laps as Hansen takes the win. Let's go ahead and pull in our top 3. Well, I don't know if Mark is going to show up, but what a crazy race here tonight. Honestly, not a bad race. Riley, you barely made it in here tonight. Float said, tell Riley Green I love Georgia time. You got to love it when they do that to you. But, man, what a race. Barely making the feature here tonight. Limping across in the Conti, taking that last spot, finishing third here tonight. You got to be freaking happy with that.
I know. I was really not expecting to even make it into the feature tonight after the first heat race I was in, but luckily made it in there through the Conti and made it onto the podium. I'm very happy with this result. I've been waiting a long time to get back up here again into the interview channel, but I want to thank Official Smiles for supporting me throughout the whole race. What a goat. I know he one of your viewers as well, but thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, great run. A great run. You got anybody else you want to thank?
I'd like Samir and Beanley, and thank you for hosting all these every week, James. We always appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Yeah, Warps, I just generated it. I didn't even think about the win. I didn't think it was going to be that bad, but Mark, coming home second here tonight. You had your hands full too a bit of the night, but looked like you had a hold of that car at the end there, really putting some pressure on Asher and everybody up at the front.
Yeah, no, we had a good race. At the beginning of the race, it's always very, very unfortunate when your teammate takes you out right away, first lap, especially when you're running so good. We had a top 5 car all day today, actually, while we were running. We just woke up out of the hauler this morning and felt really good about everything. And all the tires were tight, wheels were tight, I should say, and car was polished up. Air was smelling good. Everything was going great. I feel like we just suffered a little extra damage from that wreck and that first wreck with my teammate. And, we could never just get it all the way. We had a really good car. And I just hate it for Bender's Bar and Grill and our race team.
It sounds like everybody had a ton of fun. I got a few people in the chat, even ones that didn't have the finishes they want. Man, that thing was a handful. I mean, but definitely keeping you guys busy and a lot of fun. Was more of a challenge of racing the car on the track than it was racing the other racers.
Yeah, I'll tell you this, on the restarts, it does something really weird on the back straight. On the first lap after the restart, it does. So Cole McMillan ran into me on the start of the race. He's like, dude, my car just hooked to the left. So I was like, yeah, whatever. So I was ready to spin him out during caution, just to show him how I felt. But I held it together, and then we got the restart, and it actually happened to me too, where it just kind of grabbed my force feedback and kind of jerked me everywhere. If you look at the replay, you see a lot of cars bobbling on the first lap after the restarts on that back straight. It's a really weird glitch that's going on. But no, all in all, we had a good day. I feel like I wish we could have got tires on that second to last caution, and I think we could have finished it up. But we were running on probably about 8 laps by the time we got to the end, and it just started getting a little tight trying to get them runs. But all in all, fun race. I love coming out here and trying to show off and get these wins. It's a lot of fun. My whole race team's having a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, it's fun to have you guys. They're saying out in the chat, thanks for the host. And we got one that says I would run a league with this combo. every week. Warp said I had to turn his force feedback up to counter some of it because of that pull on the start there. But yeah, great run. Why don't we give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I just want to say good job to our other teammate Boogie Lips, Sean Parrish. He did a phenomenal job taking that thing from the back to the front. Came through some adversity through the last part of the race and able to get a top 5. So that's always good. I want to give a shout out to Cody Rogers that didn't decide to show up for this race tonight. Probably was getting told what to do from his wife, and more importantly, I think it's John's mom we're supposed to thank.
Yeah, we always got to thank John's mom. That's great.
All right, yeah.
I love it.
I'd like to thank John's mom as well.
For sure. Moist Cookie says Mark's my teammate. He talks too much.
That's Boogie Lips. Yeah.
I guess they haven't met Landon Moody. That guy talks a lot.
No, but we do appreciate it. This was a lot of fun tonight. All the races that you put on, it was a great time. We're happy to be here.
It's definitely been interesting with changing up the combo with the extra power and the less weight. Now that works, so it's been a lot of fun testing that. So definitely need to add some weight back into this thing. Might help stabilize it down the back straightaway.
Yeah, it's fun watching them have little struggles with it too. I mean, it all comes down to the driving at the end. So
for sure,
it's a lot of fun.
Speaking of driving, Asher Hansen taking the win here tonight, able to hold on to it. You got a little loose. You got caught up in that one with Mark early on in the race. Had to take care of that car, but able to come away with the win here tonight has to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, down the back straightaway, like you said, I didn't even know what happened, and he must have not felt it in time, but I felt it turn left. I went below the apron, and it wasn't because I drove down there. It just went down there, but then I got turned. I thought I was done. I guess I was like, there's no way I could finish this race with no faster pair with like still 30 laps left, basically left. But I was able to drive clean. It was fun racing. I mean, besides the first lap, it's really fun. It's definitely hard, and I mean, you even have to. I was braking a little bit in Talladega. That was wild. And then, yeah.
Yeah, some big speeds here tonight. I mean, definitely messing with the guys. We had some breakaways. But as you guys got better up at the front, it looked like the pack started to build a little bit. People got used to the car, got used to what it was going to do, and the draft started to play a little bit more of a role at the end there. How worried were you about that coming to the checkered?
Well, yeah, the runs were massive for second place, but I mean, I don't even know how I was able. I just like stayed at the bottom. Like I was just hoping that if I stayed on the bottom, I would have a good corner, maybe lift a little early, and then just don't leave the bottom, don't drift up. That's what really ruins you in this car here in Talladega, is drift up and then you lose you lose your momentum. And both laps I threw a massive block, sort of. I didn't like throw a late block, but I did throw a block down the back straightaway. It worked out in both laps, and I was able to win it right there. And I didn't like overshoot turn 3 either. Like I didn't want to overshoot it, so I kind of lifted a little early, and it ended up working out.
Well, fantastic run here tonight. Always fun to have you up here. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, thank you for I was in a Discord call with Ace. He might be listening, I don't know. And then we have Mike in there, and then we had some Austin Murphy. He was in there too. There's some guys that like to run legend cars. I don't know why I run that with them, but why not? Yeah, I was live streaming it. I hit 200 today. I was happy, and then end up winning the race. Thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for the win, and yeah.
Well, good run here tonight, and everybody loving the racing. Maybe we'll get Riley Green to sing us a song before we leave.
Yeah, another day.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Appreciate you, and good race tonight.
Yep.
Have a great night.
You too. All right, that is going to be it for me tonight, guys. As always, good to have you. And until next time, be safe and have a good night.